YouTube or video.
Oh, yeah. Today we are going to start chemical kinetics. Class 3, class 4. In this class we are going to study about molecularity, derivation of zero order reaction, derivation of first order reaction, some numericals. Okay, so this is the topic we are going to cover today. Molecularity, last class I just explained what is molecularity. Molecularity means reacting molecules. Each molecules collide simultaneously to bring chemical reaction to give product. That is called molecularity. It follows any type of mechanism that we have to follow. And I told you unimolecular, one example, a single molecule decomposed to give product is called unimolecular reaction. Bimolecular, two molecule reaction with example, and all we discuss three molecular. Up to three molecular is elementary reaction. The reaction will take place in a single step to give product are called as elementary reaction. One molecule, two molecule, three molecule can give product by proper collision to give product in a single step are called elementary reaction. More than three molecules collision is difficult. More than four molecule collision is less than the three molecular collision. These molecule easily give product, and this will be difficult. It will need several steps to give the product. R1, R2, reactant 1, 2, 3, 4, reactant 4, R1, R2, R3. Okay, up to 3 reactant, product can be easily formed in a single step, elementary. But more than 3, the reactant undergoes several steps to give the product. That are called as complex reactions. Let us see one example for complex reaction. Last class itself I explained, still I will explain in a detailed way now. Molecularity. Let us take one example. 4HBr plus O2 gives 2H2O plus 2Br2. This is a complex reaction because 4 molecule of HBr and 1 molecule of oxygen. Therefore, 5 molecule collision at a time is very difficult to give product in a single step is very difficult. So it undergoes several steps to give the product. Step 1 is the slowest step, and we derive that step as rate determining step. The remaining steps are fast intermediate steps, and the final step is product formation step. So the steps are very important in this reaction. Each steps are bimolecular, 2 molecules involving in each step. So it undergoes bimolecular kinetics. Now HBr plus O2 gives HOOBr. This is bimolecule, 2 molecules involved. Slow step. This is a slow step. First step always a slow step. HOOBr plus HBr giving 2HOBr plus remaining 2Br. Okay, 2HOBr, 2O, 2Br. Okay. Again it undergoes HOBr, again react with HBr, gives H2O and Br2. Again HOBr plus HBr gives H2O plus Br2. This is the fast step. Two molecules here also, two molecules involved, fast step. Here also two molecules involved, fast step. Here also two molecules involved. So bimolecular reaction. First step is a slow step because it starts the reaction and it is a slow step. That step is called rate determining step. H4HBr plus O2 gives 2H2O plus 2Br2, right? This is the reaction. It follows step 1, step 2, 4 steps, step 3 and step 4. So it follows 4 steps. So this is the example for molecularity of a complex reaction. First step is a slow step, remaining step are fast step. Each step follows two molecules. So the molecularity, now the molecularity of more than 3-step reaction is the sum of all the elementary reaction. Molecularity depends upon the sum of the all elementary reactions is called its molecularity. Let us see one proper example in day-to-day life. Dough preparation, baking. In baking box containing only 20 plates. Baking box containing only 20 box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20 box. Icing. Next one is icing. See, this is dough containing 50 cakes. The raw dough used for making 50 cakes. Used for making 50 cakes. But in baking, 20 cakes only possible. 20 cakes only possible because of 20 plates. Because of 20 plates. See, this 20 cakes only undergoes icing. Undergoes the next step icing. So the second step determines the rate of the third step. So it is called as rate determining step. The which step determines the rate of the reaction is called as rate determining step. Usually A plus B plus C giving 3C. B and the concentration of B and C will increase the rate of the reaction. So they are called as rate determining. They are called rate determining things. A will not, but actually A, B, C 3 reactants are there. B and C only increases the rate of the reaction. So B and C undergoes rate determining step. So like that only in a dough we have to make 50 cakes. But in the box only 20 plates are there. We have to fill it the box in the dough 20 only. So this 20 cakes after boiling it will undergoes icing 20. So this step will depend upon this step. So this step is called the rate determining step. Usually in this reaction also there are 3 reactants, but 2 reactant only induces the product, 1 reactant doesn't. So these 2 reactants are responsible for the speed of the reaction. One more example. KClO3 plus 6FeSO4 plus 3H2SO4 gives KCl plus 3Fe2SO4 thrice plus 3H2O. So this is a reaction. In this reaction, that stoichiometric number of molecules, how many molecules involved? Number of molecules involved equal to 10 molecules. 1 plus 6 plus 3 equal to 10 molecules. So number of molecules involved in the reactant side is 10 molecules. So it is a complex reaction. It is a complex reaction. So this will be obtained by mechanism. Many steps are there. This is the final product. So well balanced equation, but this will be obtained by undergoing several steps. I already given one example. So this is also example of complex reaction. The first slowest step is called rate determining step. Slowest step is called rate determining step. Probably the first step. Determining step. The remaining is intermediate formation step. Second is determining step. This is very important. Let us undergo one more example in molecularity. 2H2O2 I minus alkaline medium gives 2H2O plus O2. So this was steps for this reaction. Rate equal to, for this reaction, rate is equal to minus D. What is the percentage H2O2 plus I minus, so d by dt. So rate, okay, this is a rate given. Now we have to write the equation like this. H2O2 steps, H2O2 plus I minus gives H2O plus IO minus, then H2O2 again plus IO minus gives, this is the slowest step. The first step is always slowest step, rate determining step. H2O plus I minus plus O2. So this is an intermediate. This is called intermediate. And this is a bimolecular reaction. Two molecules involved. 1 plus 1, 2. So 2 is equal to bimolecular reaction. By doing experiment, it is a first order type reaction. Order of the reaction is first. That means the rate of the reaction will depend upon the concentration of any one of the reactant to give the product. So bimolecular reaction, this is intermediate, this is the slowest step, then and this is also example of the molecularity. So this is the first reaction, this is the mechanism how it is formed, all these things. Now we have to solve one numerical, one problem. The conversion of molecule X to Y, follows second order kinetics, if concentration of X is increased to 3 times, how will it affect the rate of the reaction? How will it affect the rate of formation of Y? This is the question. The conversion of molecule X to Y follows second order kinetics given. So rate X giving Y. This is the question. Rate equal to K into X power 2, because order is equal to 2. Here. So I substituted 2. And if the concentration of X is increased, this is 1. R1, rate R1 equal to this one. This equals 1. Next, the concentration increased. To 3 times. So R2 is equal to K into 3x the whole square. This is equation 2, right? I have to simplify it. 3 3s are 9. 9 into K into x square. The square is 2 is common for both 3 and x. 3 into 2 9. So 3 square 9. So 3 square 9 and x square. So we have to divide equation 1 by 2. So we have to divide the equation 1 by 2. R1 by R2 is equal to K into x, sorry, 2 by 1. 2 by 1, sorry, K into 9 into K into x square by K into x square. X square cancel, K cancel, so 9 times. So the formation of Y is 9 times faster. If I increase the speed of the reactant 3 times, the formation of product will be 9 times because it is a second order reaction. It is a square. Because it is a 3 square. 3 square 9. That's the thing we have to explain in this sum. The conversion of molecule X to Y. X is a reactant, Y is a product. Follow second order kinetics. The order also given. If the concentration of X is increased, second concentration 3 times, how will you affect the rate of Y? The formation of Y. X is first initially rate R1 equal to K into X power 2 because order is 2 given in the question. Second, concentration of X increases. Concentration of X increased by 3 times, right? Okay. That we have to write R2 equal to K to R2 equal to K is a constant. So R2 equal to K power K into 3 X the whole square. In X we substitute 3X. So while simplifying these things, how it is 3 square. 3 square 9, X into 2 X square, right? Now we have to divide the equation 2 by 1, we get 9 times. So if we increase in the second order reaction, if we increase the concentration of the reactant 3 times, its square will be the product. Its square will be the product. Are you able to follow? Okay. Derivation of first order rate equation, derivation of zero order reaction, zero order reaction. This is very important. The units zero order, I already told to you, the rate of the reactant will not depend upon the concentration of the reactant, are called zero order reaction. Rate of the reaction will not depend upon the concentration of reactant. Okay. Or giving product, right? Rate equal to, we know that rate equation, minus dr by dt, right? Which is equal to rate law. According to rate law, K into R. We know that R power is 0 because order equal to 0, so we have to substitute here. We write it minus dr by dt is equal to K into 1 because anything power 0 rises to unity, you know that. Anything power 0 rises to unity, so K into 1 minus dr is equal to K into dt, right? dr is equal to K minus K into dt. Okay, now we have to integrate the equation, integrate the equation on both sides, So if we integrate means differentiation gone, so differentiation will gone. So R is equal to minus K into T plus I, Kt plus I is equal to integration constant. I is integration constant. I is nothing but integration constant here, children. Okay, so integrated. Now if I put with the reaction taking place as initial stage, R equal to the concentration of initial concentration become R0 initially. Time on the starting time, the reaction starts at 0 time. Now we have to substitute these things. Substitute in equation 1. Which is equation 1? This is equation 1. Substitute in equation 1. Substitute R equal to R0, T equal to 0. Okay, see, R equal to R0, so R0 equal to integrate ln R becomes ln R become R0, ln R0 equal to here all R0, okay. This ln R0. Oh, sorry, ln will not come. Integrating. Okay. Differentiation only going, so it is not coming. R is equal to R0 minus K into 0 plus I. So R0 is equal to I. So we have to write it in equation 1. R is equal to minus KT plus R0, right? Substitute the value of I in equation 1. This is equation 1. So R is equal to minus KT plus R0. Minus KT equal to R by R0, right? R by R0 minus K is equal to 1 by T into R by R0, or we can write is now we can write in logarithm log A by B is equal to log A minus log B, so we can write it like that. So R by R0 we have to write it in a simple form. So K is equal to, we can write in the simplest way, right? Sorry. Here substituting minus R0, R minus, it is coming here means R minus R0 is equal to minus KT, right? We can do like that. This is coming here minus 0. So minus K is equal to R minus R0 by T. Numerator become denominator. K is equal to R0 minus R by T. So this is the zero order equation derivation. So initially we have to do all the practices, substituting the values. We get R become initial concentration, R become R0 time 0. Substitute in the first equation, R is equal to minus KT plus IA. In that equation, R instead of R you put R0 minus K into 0 because T is equal to 0. R prime is equal to I. This substitute again in the equation. R equal to minus KT plus R0. Minus KT is here. The plus R0 goes equal to means minus R0. R minus R0 by T is equal to minus K. If it is plus K means it is changed. R0 by minus R by T. This is the zero order reaction. Some examples. Now I am going to give some examples of this reaction. 6CO2 plus 6H2O in presence of sunlight, chlorophyll. All enzymatic reactions and thermochemical decomposition, photochemical decomposition are all example of zero order reaction, because these reactions only depend upon the catalyst, not on the reactant. Okay, now you get 6C6H12O6 gives 6O2. This is a photosynthesis reaction. It depends upon the chlorophyll, sunlight, all are very important. Next one is decomposition of ammonia. Ammonia decompose to give platinum. In presence of platinum, it will give say N2 plus 3H2. This is a zero order reaction. It depends upon the catalyst. Next one is decomposition of thermal decomposition of hydrogen iodide. It depends upon heat, not the reactant. So H2 plus I2. This on one more example. And the decomposition reaction of N2O5. That's the second, the first order reaction. So these are the three examples of decomposition reaction. Example of zero order reaction. Okay. Next I am going to derive the rate equation of first order rate equation. First order rate equation. Derivation of first order rate equation. First order rate equation. Are giving product same, but it is a first order reaction. Rate equal to minus dr by dt, which is equal to rate law K into concentration of R. Here order is equal to 1. In this reaction order is equal to 1. So R power 1. We have to write minus dr by dt is equal to K into R. Okay. Minus dr by R. For integration purpose we have rearranged K into dt. Integrate on both sides. Integrate the equation. Integrating the equation, it will give ln R. dr by dt, dr by R is equal to natural logarithm R K into T. Integrating the equation like this. Integration minus dr by dr equal to K into integration dt. Integrating. What is the product formed? Ln R. On integrating you get natural ln R, which is equal to K into T plus I. I is equal to integration constant. Again it is an integration constant. Okay. Ln R is equal to, suppose R equal to R0, initial concentration. The reaction start initially, R become R0. Time at that stage is T0, 0. Time is equal to 0 time. So we have to substitute here. Ln R is 0 equal to, substitute, this is equation 1. Substitute in equation 1. R0 equal to K into 0 plus I. Ln R0 is equal to I. Substitute the I value in equation 1. Again we substitute the I value in equation 1. Ln R equal to KT plus ln R0. Rearranging the equation. We have to rearrange the equation. Ln R minus ln R0, right, equals to KT. According to logarithm, log A minus log B is equal to log A by B. So this formula should be applicable here. Ln R by ln R0. We can write this like this. Because of logarithmic rule, in the last page of the textbook, log rules are given, you have to go through. Ln R by natural log. This is also natural log equal to KT. So, okay, now we have to solve it. Log R by R0 is equal to KT. K is equal to 1 by T, right? 1 by T into ln R by R0. Here it is minus dr by dt. It becomes here it is first I am going to derive again. Some mistake is there. Sorry for this. R giving product. Rate equal to minus dr by dt equal to k into r power 1, order is equal to 1. This is a first order reaction. So here in the minus dr, because reactant side concentration decreasing, that's why we are putting negative sign, equal to k into r. Okay, minus dr by r equal to k dt. Now the sign dr by r equal to minus k dt. After that integrate, we have to integrate. Okay, integrate dr by r equal to minus k into dt. Right, now integrating on both sides, we get ln r by, ln r, only ln r. On integrating this differential equation, get ln minus k into t plus I is equal to integration constant, I equal to integration constant, ln r equal to this one. Now this is the first equation. Suppose r is equal to r0 and t is equal to t0, it's r 0. Substituting the values, what do you get? Ln r0 is equal to, substitute in equation 1, ln r0 is equal to minus k into 0 plus I. Ln r0 is equal to I. Substitute the value of I in equation 1. Ln r equal to minus kt plus what is ln r0, ln r0. This is the equation. Ln r minus ln r0 equal to minus kt. From according to logarithm, ln r minus ln r0 equal to ln r by r0. This is the division rule present in the last part of the textbook, mathematics. Okay, so we have to write ln r by r0 equal to minus kt. 1 by t ln r by r0 equal to k minus k. 1 by t ln r0 by r equal to k, r 1 by t into 2.303 by t log r0 by r equal to k. This is the rate equation, first order rate equation, This is the first order rate equation, right? So far we have discussed the first order. It is similar to your zero order reaction, up to which the same method we follow, and finally we get the value 1 by t ln is equal to 2.303 log. Instead of ln we put log. 1 ln is equal to 2.30 log. That's why we substituted. This is coming for sums. To solve the problem, to find the rate of the first order equation, we use this formula to solve the 2 mark problem. A very important 2 mark problem will come. Derivation is sometimes they may ask derivation. So mainly they will use this formula to solve many problems. Okay. Now so R become R1. Now so R become R1 and T become T1. We have to substitute in the first equation. Ln R is equal to minus KT plus ln R1. Here R1. Okay. R become R1, the R0. This is the third equation. Now it is the second equation. Completed equation is the second equation. And R becomes case 1. Case 1, 2. R become R2. T become T2. Ln R2 equal to KT plus ln R0. Subtract the equation 3 and 4. Equation 3 and 4. You get this cancel. Okay, ln R1 minus ln R2, right, equals to minus KT minus KT1 minus KT2, right. This is the thing we derived, ln R1 minus, because both things cancelled. Okay, one next we have to solve it again. Ln R1 by R2, because from mathematics we use the division rule, equal to minus KT, K into T2 minus T1. On solving you get this value. This is the rate equation for 2 time and 2 rate, average rate equation, that is time interval, 2 time interval, 2 rate, using first order rate equation is this one also important. Next, okay, ln R0 equal to minus KT plus ln R. This you have to ln R by R0, because we are doing is equal to minus KT, taking antilog on both sides, we get to remove that natural logarithm, we take antilog. R is equal to R0, concentration of R0 e power minus KT. On taking the antilogarithm on this side, you will get exponential, e power minus KT. This is also important. E is equal to exponential. This is the first order rate equation derivation. Two important things. First one is rate equation for the K value at one concentration, one. Second one will be two different concentration, two in time interval. Rate equation is this. And to remove the natural logarithm, we have to take antilog on both sides. Natural logarithm is removed, and the other side exponential is introduced. Okay. Examples of first order reaction. Examples: hydrogenation of ethane, hydrogenation of ethene. C2H4 plus H2 gives C2H6, right? This is our first order reaction. Rate of the reaction will depend upon the concentration of this one only. So this is a first order reaction. Next, radium 22688 disintegrates. Nuclear fission reaction undergoes fission. It is a radioactive element, synthetic element, odorless, colorless, tasteless element. Its half-life period is 3.8 days. Half-life we will discuss later. Radon, it will produce radon 86. This is also a radioactive element. This is also a colorless, odorless, tasteless material, synthetic element, highly poisonous one, radioactive element. Traces, radium only present in trace amount only. This is a first order rate equation. Next, decomposition of N2O5. 2N2O5 gives 4NO2 plus O2. This is example, decomposition of N2O. N2O, nitrous oxide, laughing gas. That also example of first order rate equation. These are all examples of first order rate equation. For a graph, I am going to draw a graph. Ln R0 x-axis, time x, y-axis, R0. Starting. See, if the concentration, this is nothing but change in concentration. Concentration decreases with respect to time. We already seen in the first class. So concentration decreases with in a first order rate equation also. Concentration decreases with respect to time. Next graph. Ln R0 by R. versus time, x-axis. This will be increasing. Why? Because the difference, initial concentration of the reactant is maximum when compared to the adjacent next concentration. So if the concentration difference, the concentration difference increases with respect to time, that means the product formation takes place. So this is the graph which explains about the reactant decreasing with respect to time. This is the graph with respect to product formation with respect to time. Because R0 by R, suppose R is 50, R0 50 gram, it is 30 gram, you get a positive increase. With the R1, R1 still decreasing, R2 still decreasing, so the difference increasing, same time the product is formed. So these are the things we learned in the chapter. Hope you understand. We will see in the next class. Thank you so much. How many minutes, sir?